Welcome back, and with us over the phone is Mr. Amr Abdel Rahman, the political and economic analyst, talking about mainly the upcoming presidential elections inside the United States, and also how is the new U.S. president going to handle the Israeli occupation-Palestinian crisis inside Gaza. Good morning, Mr. Abdel Rahman.
Good morning to you. Hello to you and your
doing,
viewers.
Same here. Thank you so much. It's a real pleasure to have you in the breakfast show today. Awaiting. Thank you, sir. So, awaiting the U.S. presidential elections, and with the shift that has been done in the last minute, Kamala Harris replacing Joe Biden and versing Mr. Donald Trump for the upcoming presidential elections. And also, she's a very strong candidate, actually. She released statements concerning the Palestinian crisis that reflected some lenience towards what's happening to the Palestinians and the genocidal crimes that are committed, and the victims that fall every day, from children and women to the striking of the Israelis over Gaza and the rest of Palestine. But still, does that reflect a change of heart in the U.S. administration? Especially that Netanyahu was warmly received at the Congress in a very controversial scene inside. So do you think that reflects a true change of heart in the Democratic Party towards what's happening in Gaza?
I would say we can never expect, of course, a change in the policies of the U.S. towards, especially towards the Palestinian file, because this is mainly one of the main points that never changes along history. In the years of 1959 until the year of 1961, there was a president called John Kennedy that really tried to change that course.
And he was assassinated.
And the punishment that he was assassinated. He was trying really to start a new course of cooperation with the Egyptian administration led by ex-president Gamal Abdel Nasser. And one of the main reasons he was assassinated, that he wanted to change course. So we can never expect any change, especially towards that file, to the Palestinian or the Arabic file at large. Kamala Harris or Joe Biden or Donald Trump, we can never expect this. Each and every one of them is just, I don't want to say a puppet, but he is masterminded by the powers that lead and mastermind the elections. Who would any sane man would imagine that a person with lack of mentality, with weakness of judgment, with that old of age like Joe Biden would be truly elected by the American nation, which is considered a wise nation with long expertise in elections. Who would say that someone like this would lead a nation like that? That can never be a mistake, or that mistake is never. It was deliberately taken, that choice to put him on the top of the nation to lead it backwards, not forward, to lead it down, not to lead it up, and to rise the level of the nation and raise the level of life economically, and be a successful leader to the U.S.
Right.
I believe that Kamala Harris, that shifting in the Democratic Party was expected right from the start, right by choosing, but when Joe Biden has chosen Kamala Harris to be his deputy, or let's say the expected candidate for presidency of the Democratic Party. I believe also that Donald Trump has done a lot for those powers that mastermind the elections. He has fulfilled his promise. He has moved the American embassy to Jerusalem, hitting the wall with each and every international law and each and every Arabic right in the occupied land, especially in Jerusalem. So each one of them has done what he had to do, according to a secret oath, I would say, to the Palestinian case. And of course, they are all against the Arabic rights, and they are all not expected to have a change, not a change of heart, not a change of mind, not a change of the decision, by all means.
Right, but again, moving from the situation inside Gaza to the upcoming most world event, which is the U.S. Presidential elections, and looking over the situation and seeing the chances both for Donald Trump and also Kamala Harris. Probably the emerge or Kamala Harris jumping into the scene suddenly is going to change the power balance when it comes to the competition between Donald Trump and the Democratic president to be elected, or nominee, or the one who is supposed to be nominated. Now Kamala Harris is a woman, and she comes from a Latin American origin, which gives her more chances, according to the U.S. Citizens, and also that would take us into a flashback to the time when Obama was elected, and U.S. citizens had high hopes that a black president is going to change the face of the U.S. policy, and would have a new vision, and would have, make things different. But since things turned to be the same. So what is expected from chances for an American woman of a Latin American origin who has made it to have reflected to have new different prospects when it came to policies inside the Middle East, when it came to human rights concerning what's happening in Gaza and Palestinians falling victims to the genocidal practices of the Israeli occupation and all that. Do you think the U.S. citizens is going to be affected by all those factors, and that is going to have to give her more chances over Donald Trump, especially that you kindly mentioned the mistakes that were taken by President Donald Trump when he was in office?
Okay, to answer that question, let's take it to two levels. The first level is the connection between Kamala Harris, as we would suppose, just suppose that she has won the post and she became the president of the United States. To be president of the United States, that means she will take full power to deal with the Palestinian case. And I would say that the Democratic Party was never a big difference, than the Republic Party towards the same case. We would remember that Obama, which is not totally black, but he's got white, some white blood in his veins.
And a Muslim origin also. He has a Muslim origin.
He was Muslim. He was, although I doubt that he is truly Muslim, and he was black, and also he's not totally black. He's got some white blood in his veins, given back to his grandfathers. I believe that Obama was a true proof that there is no change. In the era of Obama, we have faced the Zionist, or what I call it, the Arabic autumn, or the Zionist spring. Not only Egypt, but the whole region. In the era of Obama, they have tried to force the American democracy on Egypt to be applied by force, and to change the leadership. We can never expect a true heart of change coming from Kamala Harris as a president, if she won the post. We can never also expect a change of policies towards the Arabic rights in the occupied land. On the second level, let's look at the situation in the U.S. I have read too many reports coming from deep America, in the newspapers and the statements of the politicians. She lacks the experience, and she lacks wisdom, and she sometimes failed to have a true decision taken by once, if it was surprised with a question or with the situation. She failed. So I believe she's going to complete the failure of Mr. Joe Biden towards the American nation. I believe she will open the gate for the immigrations coming from the other countries, southern South America states, which bring more chaos to the American nation. In this file, I would agree with Mr. Donald Trump that he stops or puts rules to the immigration. To the migration from Mexico, from Ecuador, from Latin states to the U.S. He's putting laws, he's putting measures, not just moving with millions into and to change the ethnic building of the society. I don't believe that Kamala Harris will take the same course, but will open the gate for what I call it, opening the gate to change of culture into more gay society, into more not respected religion, and opening gates for demolishing, destroying the cultural and the ethics of the American society, as we are always expect from especially the Democratic Party. And of course, they will try to spread the same culture around the world, using their forces in the UN, in the international organizations, to have it spread by force. And of course, that will be a problem to countries with religion, with culture, with ethics, like Egypt and the Arabic countries, and other countries even like Russia and China.
Right, but then some would say that other observers would say that Kamala Harris is the total opposite of Hillary Clinton. She's a middle class looking woman, American woman that represents like 50% of the American citizens. She represents a new wave of thinking, I mean, that is far away from the centrist, opportunist, economic thinking of sucking up the money of the taxpayers and impacting a lot of pressure over the American citizens, like Donald Trump have been doing, and like Joe Biden have been doing, and other presidents, taking the U.S. To wars, to confrontations that the Americans are not in need for. They are expecting from her to take them back to the classic old-fashioned American life, minding their own business, looking over their own domestic business, and working on themselves away from other crises worldwide. So how do you agree with that?
Well, as I said, Kamala Harris lacks the experience and lack that talent to be a leader. If we compare it to Hillary Clinton, despite that Hillary Clinton has declared herself as a true enemy of the Egyptian nation and the Arabic nation, despite this is a fact declared by her, even in her book that she issued almost 10 years ago. But we can, if we look at Hillary as a president to the United States from by the eyes of an American person or an American citizen, I believe that Hillary is much better than Kamala Harris, because she has lots and lots of experiences, and she had a strong personality and a strong vision towards anything, towards any file, whether domestically or internationally. She has her situation declared. We can expect, if we suppose that Hillary Clinton has become the United States president, we in Egypt, we will expect each and every statement issued by her, each and every situation, each and every good or bad decision. We will expect it. Even in the U.S., they will benefit more from a person with more experience, like a strong personality and huge net of relations with the politicians in the U.S. I'm talking about as if I was an American citizen. But if we compare Kamala or compare between Kamala and Hillary, well, of course Hillary won. But I don't know why each and every president comes next to the post of presidency. He is weaker. He is less experienced. He is low standard than the previous one. I don't know why. Are the powers
that
they are trying to lead U.S. down?
Yes. Hello.
Yes, I'm with you.
Exactly. But anyways, Mr. Abdel Rahman, Americans, they don't have that much choice, and they have to try their best to make things more different this time with their new president, and best of luck to the one who is going to take over. On this note, of course, Mr. Amr Abdel Rahman, you are a political economic analyst. Would like to thank you, sir, so much talking to The Breakfast Show. It's our real pleasure to have you. We're going to go to a short break, and we'll come to continue The Breakfast Show, so stay with us.